I saved it on my Instagram.
Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 3. Oh my gosh. 3 for
We're
the
just pumping them
trio.
out.
Same clothes, different episode.
Real quick, we just figured out what that instrument was that we were trying to figure out. So it's called a kalimba, as Noah found out. And this is what we were talking about right here. I have one. I got one for Christmas, but we called it a thumb piano. Is this the one where they go to the air temple? I can't remember.
I think so.
Okay, so this is going to be a lot.
I remember them playing that like airbending football game, like football as in soccer game. And then Sokka being like, bruh.
They introduced Momo.
Yes.
So Momo is voiced by D. Bradley Baker, and he also voices Appa, and pretty much voices our childhood, let's be honest. I was watching an interview with him on YouTube, and he was talking about how like he loves to watch National Geographic, and like that's where he gets inspiration.
Oh, wow. And he's also in Korra.
Who does he do for Korra?
Tarlok. This is actually going back to episode 2. We talked about like the live action that we won't speak about. I'm kidding. But
which we keep really speaking about.
I know. Even though the public hated the movie, like the creators of the show still had them a part of the series. The actress for Yue voices Asami in Korra. So it's like, they didn't cancel.
So for episode 3, our guest is a really good friend of ours. She is Sierra and I's year-end classmate. She's another artist. She's also a director, all-around crazy person.
Correct.
Please welcome Olivia. There she is.
Oh, Miss O.
Hello,
That's
Olivia.
Good.
How are you guys?
Awesome. How are
Doing
you?
Pretty well.
I'm doing pretty well. I got my Santa coffee.
Hey.
Nice.
Giving off your Meryl Streep vibes as always. So have you watched Avatar before?
I watched it like a little bit as a kid when it was just like on. I was never like invested in it. But then I watched the first 2 episodes last night and I kind of got caught up on the lore of everything. And I was like, oh.
Do we have you hooked?
Oh, you have me hooked. You have me hooked.
Hell yeah.
Yes!
Do you, by any chance, have any idea what this episode is going to be about?
I remember reading last night what it was about, but I really don't recall.
How familiar are you with the universe?
So there were a few things that confused me about like all of the, I mean, obviously it's like a very complicated universe, but I was like, okay, what is the basis of all of this? So I kind of got familiar with like why everything's happening.
So what did you think about the first 2 episodes?
They were really good. One thing that was weird is the animation different on Netflix than it used to be?
Here's the funny thing is I feel like in my mind, I make everything look better than what it actually looked like. Yeah. Even when I was watching like Lilo and Stitch, I was like, hold up, what? I do not remember it looking like that.
It is a really unique animation style. Like it's a little choppy just probably because of budget, but also it's, you know, kind of one of the first American-based shows that really was influenced by anime, I feel like.
Right.
Have you seen Voltron?
Yes, I was about to say that. It's by the same people who drew for Korra. So like you can literally see like similarities that you're like, hold
the
up.
facial structure.
Yes.
It was like the first episode. I was like,
yes, I was like,
yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna put Korra on Netflix.
I hope so.
They better.
Well, because
Korra is like a sequel.
Yeah.
Olivia, were you a Nick kid, a Cartoon Network kid, or a Disney kid?
I'd say I was all 3 at different points.
What was your favorite show on Cartoon Network? I have in my mind.
What you think mine is?
Okay, I got one. I got 3.
I really, really loved Flapjack.
I knew it!
I had season 1 of Chowder on DVD, so I watched.
Okay, that wasn't on my list, but it should have been.
And I loved Regular Show. I loved.
Dang. I had Flapjack, Powerpuff Girls, and then my gym partner was a monkey.
A monkey?
That show was so good.
That's what I thought you would have had.
I thought I dreamed that show up.
No. It took me so long to realize that was the voice of SpongeBob, who was a monkey.
Yeah.
He's also the Ice King? Is that his name in Adventure Time?
I always thought I dreamed Camp Lazlo. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
The reason I'm insane is Mr. Meaty on
Yes.
I've actually never seen that one.
You don't need to.
All God's creatures fresh off the grill.
Yes! Come on down.
To eat meat.
Batman.
Oh, that show. Oh.
Avatar is different than like all the other Nick cartoons
Oh, yeah.
in terms of like animation, of course, but also like hitting on deep stuff and like having so much lore behind it and all. Like it's
Yeah.
no other show is like that.
What if the show hadn't been a TV show, but like a streaming show? Because it really is like, it can be a kid and adult show at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But it is pretty like G/PG rating. So I wonder if it had been released today, like on Netflix, if they had gone more mature.
Kind of.
It's Y7, like, because of, like, fighting and stuff and, like, all of those
So you
elements.
gotta be 7.
I completely forgot that they had like a booger joke in the
Yeah.
first few episodes, and I was like, this feels out of character. Like their humor usually isn't like, you know, fart humor, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
It's more genuine. Part of me feels like no matter what year it would have come out, it would still have been groundbreaking just because how much like inspiration it took from like Chinese culture, Japanese culture, anime, and just the universe is so unique and so cool, but also rooted in a lot of different like religions and methods. And like, I mean, we're acting majors and like we studied the 4 elements in movement class. So it's just like stuff that we all kind of subconsciously can connect to. Olivia, if you were a bender, what kind of bender would you be?
I think I need to watch more of the show to get like a full handle of it. But like based on like what I know about myself, like I live in air, I'm a very peaceful person, but I've also been told I'm a very earthy person. So maybe somewhere in between.
Would you shave your head in quarantine and get arrow tattoos if that meant you could be an airbender?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Ba-ba. Oh hey, they fixed the subtitle.
Yeah, I don't have subtitles on.
Can't watch anything without subtitles. Like I need subtitles.
If I've seen a show before, then I won't have subtitles.
I've started watching anime with the English dub, but with the like English translated subtitles, like for the Japanese dub.
Yeah.
It's really interesting comparing how they translated it.
If I could like go down any path in my career, that's the career path I would want to go down. Like I love voiceover work.
Now this man's eyes are brown again.
It's tiny little
Wait.
shit.
And his shirt seemed huge.
Yes!
Oh, this man.
Are most of the voice actors like known people?
Mark Hamill's in this in a later
He's
season.
in everything.
Do you know Dante Bosco? He's American Dragon Jake Long.
And
he's
Katara is voiced by Mae Whitman. The voice actor for Aang also was on The Backyardigans.
Hi, I'm Pablo.
Oh, that makes so much
yes.
sense.
I was like, this man. He's like, hold up, let me put my contacts in. How are they not falling? Look at that saddle!
That looks like kind of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory almost. Well, now they're blue or green.
Used to be full of monks and lemurs.
Damn, the way they don't have a fear of heights is like, wow.
That's
I know,
true.
I'm terrified of heights.
What is it?
Like, you couldn't have told Sokka to move? Whenever I would say his name, I was just like, Mungiatso, and I didn't realize it was Monk.
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
Look at the flying bison.
Do their tails wag like that when they're happy?
I know,
They're
like
like,
little
this
dogs.
just keeps us floating. I think it's really common in Avatar for them to live past 100 and it not be questioned.
Yeah. Yeah, because in never mind.
Their eyes kind of look different in this moment. Like, look at his eyeliner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this looks completely different than the first two.
It's also, the more you watch, it'll be like one drawing style for one episode and then another for like other ones. Like it'll
Yeah,
be
I never noticed how how it changes like that. Oh,
Yeah,
I
it'll be like a
forgot about
softer-
this moment. Ooh, 3D animation.
Yeah, that's weird.
Keep them here.
Zhao always like scared me as a kid.
Was it just
Oh, was it just?
This was the one scene that I thought the movie That Shall Not Be Named actually got kind of right.
Uh-huh.
I have seen that movie.
Oh man. Did you like it, not being a huge fan of the series?
No, I thought it was terrible.
Yes, the big reveal. Commercial break. I love Momo. And I love the music too.
This song is iconic.
Whenever I watch shows like this, I'm always like, damn, what was that voice actor doing? And then I
Yeah.
saw him doing it and I was like, you crazy.
Is that a challenge? An Agni Kai at sunset.
Agni Kai!
It's a shame your father won't be here to watch me humiliate.
Damn, I totally forgot this episode.
So I guess you could call that a roast.
That man went through too much for this.
Zuko reminds me of Henry V.
Truly.
They did not need to zoom in like that
No.
though. Like let that
That's-
like, come on.
That's actually crazy that they showed a skeleton like that. They really don't make kids shows like this anymore.
But I mean, they made Dog with a Blog, so
Get out. Like what is in them that connects them to light up?
spirit energy.
The
I don't know.
spirit.
So how did this not happen when he glowed
Yeah.
at the beginning?
I think
I don't
maybe it did.
Maybe they were like, oh, it's just the test.
Yeah.
It's a false alarm.
It's so great listening to it with like headphones in because then it's like boom, boom, boom.
This scene is awesome.
Ew, his neck was thick.
It was funny because it wasn't even that many different angles. It was just the same shot zoomed in.
Thanks again for the tea. It was delicious.
Iroh and his tea. You know, this is a minor spoiler, but if Zuko had just killed him,
Of course. I told you ginseng tea.
we would have foregone a lot of issues
Tea.
later on. That's the tea.
Oh my gosh.
I know how hard it is to Monk, Gyatso, and the other airbenders. We're your family now.
Like how is he even hearing you though?
That's what I was wondering. Is he like conscious?
But
Like
just
all
with the
that
wind. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
Now they look purple.
Yeah, they're purple.
Yeah. Maybe it's like the lighting.
Everything's packed. You ready to go?
What's packed?
Supposed to help me if I
I know. True.
Maybe you'll
I want a flying lemur.
this place.
I
I wa-
want
I
a
def-
flying bison.
I would definitely be an airbender.
Say hello
I think I was like, oh, I don't know.
to our family.
Seeing these, I'm like, I want them.
Name it.
I'm remembering now when I was little, I used to think I had the power of wind, and I would literally stand on the playground and like conjure the wind.
That
So
is awesome.
I used to think I was a waterbender, and like when I would be in the pool, I would like brush my arm through the water and make waves.
Yes.
Yay!
oh my gosh, they go by so fast.
I know.
Did they had the whole story written out before they started like the series, right?
From not knowing anything, I think they probably knew where they wanted book one to go because they kind of hint to
True.
certain things throughout the show. I don't know.
It
if they-
definitely was a collaboration with like the audience because there are episodes like that they like the Great Divide where like that could not have been planned. Or like having the Great Divide and then in book 3 like making fun of that like could
Yeah.
not have been planned.
Man, I forgot how good this episode was. It's dark. You don't even see a war. You just see the devastation of a war.
No, you
No.
froze.
No.
What? I froze. Also, I love General Zhao. Zhao.
And Momo and
Momo.
Alpha and Aang are the little family.
If you could choose between having an air bison or a lemur, what would it be?
Bison.
Bison.
Same.
You know, I'd say lemur. I
Really?
think I'd say lemur. But I could like play with my lemur and he could bring me food. Like we could like play fetch, you know, like we could just go crazy.
Do you think Appa took inspiration from the cat bus for My Neighbor Totoro?
Oh,
It's also interesting how the style changed too.
that's interesting that they do that though.
It probably wasn't intentional.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It might have just been like budget. Like we can't
True.
have them all look like that.
I also like in here how with the introduction of General Zhao, they kind of show Zuko as the antagonist, but then they show like another antagonist, and it kind of shows that like they both want the Avatar, but General Zhao is like, I want him kind of like because I'm evil, like we need to kill the Avatar, and Zuko is like, I need the Avatar so I can go back home, like I can see my father. Like I think that's really cool.
Zuko, I feel like, is one of the reasons why this show is so groundbreaking. And he's not necessarily the villain because he wants to be. He just wants to regain honor, which is an honorable thing.
Would y'all say that like you need to watch like every single episode is a bigger part of the whole? Or are there any like throwaway episodes?
A lot of time anime fillers are just like they're fillers and like that's it. But like even these filler episodes are like you don't realize that they're filler episodes. Like the only one that I'd be like, that's kind of a filler is like The Great Divide, but like even then it's still like kind of telling a larger story.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in.
And thanks for being our guest. Having me. I'm trying to believe it. Hold on.
There she goes. So tune in to the next episode. The special guest is going to be a surprise because we may or may not have texted them yet.
So the next episode